In the world of credit cards, there's nothing quite like the feeling of receiving a big, thick envelope with your newest card in the mail. And this one is my all-new IHG Rewards Premier Credit Card, and you get to watch me unbox it. And what better way to do this new card reveal than by using an unnecessarily large knife? Let's do this. And by the way, if you decide to do the same, be careful. Let's see what we've got. Well, I believe that's my Welcome to Chase card member agreement, which I cut a little bit. There you go, right there. Evidence that I use my knife very appropriately. A bunch of other documentation that goes along with my ripped card member agreement. So again, we'll show you some of this stuff in a few moments, but I know what you all really came here for, and that is the card itself. And there's personal information all over this. So let me cover it up real quick, and then we'll do the card unveil. And that of course means sticky notes. All right, 3, 2, 1, 0.5, and 0. Here is the all-new IHG Rewards Premier Credit Card. Kind of a cool metallic front. Of course, there's a sticker on it right now. Let me remove that and then show you the full card so you can see what it really looks like. And also answer the question, is this card actually metal? So far, doesn't feel like it. And now I've got sticky crap all over the front and the back, so let me clean that off for you for the most optimal viewing experience. All done. Now here is your upfront and personal view of the new card itself. I'll do my best to have it catch the light. So it is a plastic card. For those of you who had the older versions of the metal card, a little bit of a bummer, but of course, the construction does not itself represent any sort of benefit. So I still like the very clean design. It's like a metallic front, almost like a hologram. The reverse of the card is all a matte finish, pretty plain actually. It has that baby blue / silver kind of blend of a color. And then on the very edge here, if you can all see it with the light here, it actually has an orange border. My goal is not to have the camera focus on my face here. So again, an orange border, that will focus for you all plastic all the way through. Now, about a week and a half prior, I also was approved for the business version of the card, so the IHG Premier Business, and here is that one side by side. It's also a plastic card, by the way. So for all you metal fans out there, it's not going to happen with these cards, but nonetheless, here is the side by side comparison. Also, the business version has that metallic hologram type of finish as well, kind of cool. It just says business up here in the top corner, obviously a darker teal or turquoise color. Both are World Elite MasterCards. Both have a very similar back as well. Again, the business being much darker in color. And then the side borders also orange, for a little bit of additional character. And to further demonstrate the fact that they are both plastic cards, here's a quick drop test for you all and a quick weight comparison. IHG Personal Card, IHG Business Card. And back to the personal for the weight, 5 grams. And over to the business weight, also 5 grams. Now, the more cards you end up getting approved for, of course, the more money you can start saving on travel, or if you're getting cashback cards, the more money you have to cover your expenses or invest into the markets or whatever you like. But also on the flip side, the more difficult it becomes to manage all these credit cards. So if you're looking for a convenient way to manage multiple cards, rewards, benefits, and even Chase offers, Amex offers, etc., then definitely check out the app MAXREWARDS to help you out. MAXREWARDS is an app that allows you to manage your credit cards, rewards, and benefits all in one place. This includes seeing when your bills are due, tracking your sign-up bonuses, monitoring your credit scores, and more. There's also a really helpful sign-up bonus tracker built right into the app. You can see both of my IHG cards right over here. That way I can monitor how much spend I put on each card so I do not miss the big bonus. On the Activity tab, you can view the transactions across all your cards to easily see where you've been spending your money, including the value of the rewards you've earned across different categories. Then the Best Card tab helps you identify which card to use for different purchases. purchases. That way you can earn points or cash back even faster. And perhaps my favorite feature is the benefits and offers dashboard, which you can unlock with the gold level of MAXREWARDS. You might be familiar with Chase offers, Amex offers, Bank of America deals, and others. These are like digital coupons that provide you with additional savings and discounts on top of the regular rewards you earn. They're great, but they can be really frustrating to manage for 3 reasons. First, they change frequently, so you'll need to check them often to make sure you don't miss out. Second, they require you to manually activate them one at a time. And third, Amex usually shows you up to 100 available offers, even though more could be available. Fortunately, MAXREWARDS solves all of these problems. Each time you sync the app, all of your offers will be activated automatically, including the hidden ones from Amex that you didn't even know about. So if you'd like to try MAXREWARDS, use the link down below in the description to get the gold level entirely free for your first month. Now, for those of you who want to see my favorite piece of paper, this actually shows you right there, number of cards 1, account ending in super secret digits. Then we have my credit limit, which was $5,000, my cash access line, which I will never use, but it's $250, and then of course ways to activate the card, which that's right over there. Then on the reverse of the paper, Chase also shows you your credit score, which I really like per the report that they used. So for me, it was a 764. That was back on July 22nd when I applied. The scoring system name was the Chase proprietary score. And of course, the source was Chase, or basically the same bank. So if you want to see more details about my score and all that, also the process that I went to get this card, because I initially applied and was denied for the card, check out this video over here. I'll also link it down below in the description. It was basically me being denied by Chase and how I turned that decision around via the reconsideration line. You can see kind of the stuff that I went through to make it all happen. Also in my big fat envelope was the card member agreement, which contains things like the following: explanations of all your terms, like your cash advances, your membership fee, your interest rate, all that type of stuff. So very helpful to be aware of, especially if you're newer to the credit card game and you want to understand all the parts that help you be financially responsible with your credit cards. There's also a rundown of what Chase does with your personal information, the rates and fees table, that way you know what your APR is, and also your APR for other types of transactions, plus the guide to benefits, which tells you all about your insurance and protections, including all the details behind each one. That way you know how and when and why to use them all. And then a guide to the card itself, all about your rewards, benefits for travel, and more. So now, why did I decide to get the Premier card in the first place? And also, why did I decide to get both the personal and the business versions? Well, first of all, starting just with the card on the topic of this video, for the personal Premier IHG card, I got that initially for the welcome offer itself, which was 130,000 bonus points after spending $3K in the first 3 months, plus a free night certificate on top of that. Now, IHG points do not have a set value that is unchanging throughout the year. It's totally variable. It might be different from one property or one redemption to another. So in general, on the average figure that I would give an IHG point is about 1/2 of 1 penny, or 1/2 cent per point. So if you take the 130,000 point bonus and basically divide that by 2, it's about $650 worth of hotels in the IHG portfolio. Then the free night is worth up to 40,000 points on its own. So for 40,000 points, I'd say it's around $200, maybe a little bit less. You can't do a whole lot with it, maybe like a Crown Plaza or something like that. And unfortunately / fortunately, the free night certificates as part of the IHG Rewards program, that is also brand new, by the way. They revamped the entire thing. The free night certificates that you get with the bonus itself, at least right now as I record this video in late summer of 2022, you cannot add points with those. So the 40,000 point value of that free night is just capped at 40,000 points. I cannot add, for example, 30,000 more points for a total of a 70K redemption. So the free night portion of the bonus itself really isn't that great. However, reason number 2 why I got this card beyond just the upfront value was for the annual free night certificate. So every card member anniversary, for me roughly every July / August, I'll receive another free night certificate, also worth 40,000 points. But those can be topped off with points, which means that you can add points on top of the certificate for a greater redemption. In other words, if I have my 40K certificate plus another 40K points, that could be an 80,000 point total redemption for one of their top tier luxury properties in some cool place of the world. And that's also why I decided to apply for 2 of these IHG cards, especially in a very short time frame, because they both come with an anniversary free night award, and I wanted to receive those roughly at the same time. So while I could have applied for one of these cards this year, say July 2022, and then the second one July of next year, and have the card applications be a year apart, but then have the same anniversary date and still get my 2 free nights, I wanted to see if I could do them both this year in the same month, because that way, of course, I could get a head start on receiving my 2 free nights, and also to test Chase's 230 rule, meaning would they approve up to 2 cards in a 30-day time period. And so far for my situation, even though I did have to call recon, the answer was yes. The next reason why I wanted at least one of these cards was for the point multiplier on IHG paid stays. That is 10 points per dollar. Now, your hotel strategy may vary, of course, but in general, what I tend to do is whenever I have a paid stay, that means I'm paying cash, not using points, at a hotel, I typically like to use the hotel credit card as a point multiplier or accelerator. What I mean by that is the IHG program itself, just for being a member, even without their credit cards, will still issue you 10 points per dollar for your paid stays at most of their brands. Then if you layer on your credit card on top of that and use this for your paid stay, that gives you another 10 points per dollar. So now we're at 10 and 10, so 20 points per dollar. Then elite status gives you another multiplier as a 3rd tier. So this card, which is another reason why I decided to get it, was to maintain platinum elite status in the IHG program year after year. So that's another 60% bonus. So in other words, 6 points per dollar. All in, that's 10x plus 10x plus 6x, so 26 points per dollar on paid stays when I'm using my card and have my status on file. So in terms of being able to earn a lot of points quickly, which really is code word for earning free nights a lot faster, this card is a great benefit and way to really accelerate those earnings. Then for the other categories, like 5 points per dollar on travel, dining, and gas stations, and then 3x on all other purchases, I still plan to use other cards for those categories, especially because I tend to get more flexible value with Chase points, Amex points, Citi points, and Capital One Venture Miles, because I can use those for really any hotel chain, any airline, etc. So I value the flexibility of those to build any itinerary I want, rather than being trapped into just one loyalty program. However, it's also nice to have the cards if I'm short a few points and I need to earn them very quickly. So for example, if I needed 60,000 points for a trip and I had like 55,000 in my IHG account, to earn an extra 5K points, rather than paying a premium and buying points, I'd rather just pull out my credit card, use it for my everyday spend, even for dining or groceries or whatever for a short period, earn 5,000 points really quickly, and then use my points for the redemption. So I suppose you could also consider that to be another benefit of having hotel cards and also airline cards, is to be able to top off your points if you're short a few to make a better trip happen. And with all that said, if you enjoyed today's video and believe it could benefit or at least entertain other people, then please help me get it in front of them by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on those notifications. Also check out the links down below in the description area to earn some more cash back when you shop online through Rakuten, to sign up for MAXREWARDS, which is a great way to manage multiple credit cards, rewards, and activate all your Amex and Chase offers automatically, and to view my all-new site with some great credit card offers that I've organized into different categories to help you find the cards that you like best. I thank you all for watching today's video, despite the fact that it was not my most educational piece of all time, but at least it brought you the sad news that these cards are no longer made out of metal. But there's still tons of value to be had, especially in the first year with that big welcome offer, plus the ongoing rewards and benefits. I look forward to seeing you in my future uploads, and while you're waiting on my next video, always remember that you are great. Peace out, y'all.